So I, not too long ago, did a video showing off this button and I guess other stuff collection. But I am today kind of gonna do a video showing you some old stuff, some old nostalgic stuff that I have found, and then also some new stuff that I recently got that I think may be triggering. So, like, you guys got to hear a lot of the sounds of this stuff in the video where I sort of went through these buttons and, you know, just counted them. I don't remember how many were in there, but I wrote that on this paper. So let's see, 198 buttons, some blue yarn. I don't remember what half of this stuff was from. All I remember is that when I was a kid I found this box of all these, mostly the white buttons. And at the time I really wanted to have a collection of something. I wanted to be, you know, good at collecting a thing. And I wasn't too interested in stamps. Stamps seemed to be the thing that people on, you know, TV shows collected. And I thought that was cool, but I was like, nah, I would want to use stamps, not collect them. And here I had found this handy little box of buttons, and I thought, well, if I collect buttons, then anytime a button falls off of something, I'm bound to have a button that I can sew back on, right? Because I'll have so many. So I did that, but then I started putting other things in the box. And I don't remember exactly why, but just other pretty things that I thought looked pretty with the buttons. So this is something that a friend made for me in camp, and I don't know exactly. I think it was some sort of, you know, clay thing, but I thought it looked pretty. There's a little piece of coral here. This, the little ram, and the little lion, I think were probably on a necklace or bracelet or something. This is just, you know, one of those little, I don't even know what to call them, little, you know, fake gem thingies that you use for art projects. Let's see, this was a button that I got from the Builders Club that I was part of in middle school, where it's just basically a community service club. And I got a button for, you know, being part of that and doing a lot of cool stuff, raising money for good causes and stuff. This came attached to my first softball glove when I played softball for, I think, 3 or 4 years. And I just really liked how I had, I mean, I don't have the glove anymore, at least I don't think, but I still have this little flap of leather, and I just like the way it felt, so I kept it. This is another sort of early sign of being sensitive to these things, I guess. And this Sheraton Resort, Kauai, from, I guess, one of those bracelets. I think this was from the pool, where you had to get a bracelet to use the water slide or something like that. But, yeah, from when I went on a trip to Hawaii. So I can sort of explain those things now. You can kind of tell how dusty it is. And there is also more stuff that I found. Because I also found a rock that I had saved for some reason, and this used to be a keychain on my backpack. And I kept this dice in my backpack in high school. I called it my lucky dice. And I would always, you know, couldn't really use it, but I would kind of toss it around and, you know, take it out, play with it during class and stuff like that. A also, I don't know how long ago, but, if you look at videos that I made, I want to say back in April, I sort of painted my nails to match this dice. So, my thumbs were 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. And it was red with white dots. And yeah, I painted my nails sort of like dice, and I made it match this one. I also found, I've already removed everything from this, but my first wallet from when I was in elementary school and partway through middle school, I had got this when I was at Disneyland. I visited Disneyland once when I was in, I want to say 4th grade, and I haven't been back since. So, I know a lot of it has changed. I remember when I first visited, they were still working on building California Adventure, so we could see some of the construction for some of the rides that was going on, and like I said, I haven't been back since, but now that the full park is almost there, I kind of want to go back just to see. Not super into that sort of stuff anymore, so maybe I should go with some sort of younger family, like my little cousins or something like that. But let's try to not make this too loud. This Velcro. There we go. And I had, in here, I had these. Sort of picture of myself, which this was me in 6th grade. And I'll have to cover up my information here, but let's see. And this, you can kind of see, was me in focus, come on. Well, I guess not. This was me in 7th grade. There we go. Very long hair, so I've kind of talked about having long hair before, but yeah, there's your physical proof. And I also found a whole bunch of tickets to different things, so I'm gonna have to try very hard again to not give away any information. But here's the most recent one, which is a direction of the musical Hair at my college, and I kind of had all those in here instead of money. Why did I keep this one? Some of them you can't really tell what they say, but this one, Alice in W-O-N, Alice in Wonderland, back when the new version of that had come out. This one is Shutter Island. Let's see. This one is a midnight showing of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It was the first midnight movie that I'd ever seen at a theater downtown that often had midnight movies. This one is The Secret of Kells, which I really do want to see again, but very, very good movie, sort of Celtic animated story. This, okay. I have a lot to cover up on this one, but this was from a trip to Cancun. Well, the trip home, rather, but, let's see. This was from when I saw Black Swan. This one I saw twice, so it came out around winter, and I saw it once when I had, come home, and once when I had, once with friends in college, so, yeah. This is weekend pass to the Renaissance Fair, just the, local Renaissance Fair. That year I had friends who were performing in it, sort of doing aerial stunts, or, friend of a friend, I guess. And so they had managed to get us weekend passes, so I was very excited. This is from another midnight screening, but this time, well, not midnight, it's, I guess, 8 p.m., but it was a different theater that had late night screenings of classic movies. So one theater did midnight screenings, and the other did these sort of flashback, I want to say like Flashback Friday, but yeah, flashback screenings. And so this one was of Silence of the Lambs, and I did a video where I sort of read an excerpt from that, so you guys have some idea that I was a pretty big fan of that series. Well, still am, I guess. Although I still haven't watched the TV show. My friends keep telling me to get on that. And, here we go. Here's a really old one. This is for the 3rd Harry Potter movie. So, Harry Potter 3. Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm surprised that one isn't faded. If my Alice in Wonderland and Shutter Island tickets are faded, that one should be faded, because that one is years old. Here's one that is somewhat faded. Pirates of the Caribbean 3. Because a friend of mine was obsessed with that series. And, this one, Dark Knight. They kind of left out the T there. But, yeah, this was when I saw that movie, which my brother still insists is one of the best movies of all time. And, how do I cover this one up? This is from when I went to see this band, V&V Nation, that I have a few friends who are huge fans of, and it's one of those bands where seeing them live is a total experience. It's completely different from just listening to the music at home. So, it was pretty great. Okay, so now I'm going to sneak these back in here. Let's see if this works. There we go. Let's see if there's anything in this. Nope, nothing in there. Nothing in here either. There you go. It's my old middle school wallet. And another thing I found. I can't figure out how to open this. This was my dad's old pedometer, I think. And I remember when I was a kid, one place I wanted to go more than anywhere in the world was Venice. Because, well, one, gondolas. I wanted to ride around on a gondola. The idea of going on, you know, boats instead of cars was the coolest thing in the world to me. Two was because all the art there, you know. And he told me, well, I would have to prove to him that I had walked 7 miles on a hike or something. And I was, you know, complaining about how hard it would be. So I decided I wanted to try, you know, using his odometer, say, oh, I'd probably walk more than that in a day, you know? Apparently not always, but it was a good try. Then I also found this buddy, where if you are my age, you will probably remember the Palm Pilot. It was my dad's first, and then I decided that it was mine, because that's what I did when my dad got something cool. Unfortunately, I could not find a charger or anything, so there's no real way of turning it on, but it was really cool. It was, you know, before the age of smartphones and stuff like that. You would just write B, C, D, E, F, G, or, you know, what are the number ones? I think 1, 2, 3. You just kind of write it on here, or select, you know, here, the up and down, and they got calendar. I don't know if this meant it had a phone. This one, I don't remember ever being able to use it as a phone, but calendar button, calendar and time, boom, question mark, like a to-do list, and notes. We had, you know, applications, main menu, calculator, search. Everything would show up right here. And this is Pilot, so this is like first edition, super old one. It came with this sort of explanation of how to use it, what sort of you would have to write to mean what, and it was very important to have all of this information down as close to memorized as you could. Of course now it's completely useless information, but it was a lot of fun at the time, you know. It felt like it made me feel really smart to be able to use this thing, and even though I was just writing silly stuff. Unfortunately, without being able to find a charger, I don't think we will ever know what sort of silly stuff I wrote in here. Okay, so that's the old stuff. Now for the first new thing I got. I know it's not, this isn't necessarily really a new thing, but, so I have never owned an Xbox. My brother has owned first a PlayStation 2, and then now PlayStation 3. We never owned, like, Wii type games, but we did own the, old Game Boys. You know, Game Boy Color, Game Boy SP. Never got one when it got up to DS, though. And as of recently, I've been playing a lot more Steam games that I realize are very difficult if you're trying to use the WASD keys with the WASD and shift and space, and I'm much better with the controller. So I just got a kind of basic one with this little glow-in-the-dark slip on it. It does look pretty cool when it's glowing, though. I don't think I will be playing any of my games in the dark. Unless I go back and replay like BioShock or something. That might be fun to play in the dark with this, you know, glowing thing, and the ambiance in that game works really well, but most of the games I play are kind of platformish. So, yeah, got one of these. It's a bit strange having one down here and one up here. I'm not quite used to that. PlayStation has, the, D-pad that you can use with this, and then these buttons here, and that's about it. But having two things to choose from with each thumb, I feel like that would get to be a lot, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so I had to cut briefly to go find where I had put this package and the scissors, but this is the other new thing that I have. I won't show you the other side because that has my address on it, but yeah, it's it's the new package that I got, which the contents of it should be pretty interesting, so I will cut it across this way. Let's see. Aha. There's one. And there is two. And these two are these skirts that I had ordered online. And let's see how they look like when they're fully opened. So this one's just sort of supposed to look like it's outer space, which I thought looked really cool, and because I do dance, and actually at least around here, the dance community is full of really dorky people. So I feel like something appropriately geeky, and something that I can still dance in is kind of what I needed, because I really only had a few dresses and a couple of basic, a black skirt and a blue skirt, and I wanted something a little different, so I have now Batman, and I have Outer Space and Batman. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I will wear with these, but I'm sure I can figure something out. Yeah, I think that's it. And I will see you guys next time then.